Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen What's Going On? We summarise the news from last week and what's going on this week. Alpha 3.20, the next major patch that's coming out real soon, is still in Wave 2 of its PTU. We are waiting for it to go to more waves of PTU and then open PTU. Lots of fixes have been in the last couple of PTU patches. It's still looking good for an end of September, if not earlier release for the live build. There are also plans for a 3.20.x patch or set of patches that will add various things like the A1 and C1 Spirit series of ships and the Tumbril Storm, and probably some more fixes and stuff like that as well. Along with some additional missions and those Horizon platforms opening up. Inside Star Citizen last week looked at more sound work, so it was the sort of second sound episode we had in a few weeks, and focused on ships and work that they've done for ambient sounds for them. So every manufacturer will have a base bed of sound that makes the sort of hum and the background sound for that, and you'll be able to identify a ship, or at least their manufacturer, by their ambient sound. Each physical component as well will be unique and also add to those ambient and active sounds. A well-trained ear will be able to go, I know what ship that is and I know what components they've got. Star Citizen Live was delayed due to train strikes, unfortunately. The newsletter sneak peek is of a hatch from an outpost or settlement. We know that there will be vents and underground connections to some of these outpost buildings, so we may use these for getting around, for repair, for stealth, as part of missions, all that sort of jazz. Really looking forward to new settlements turning up in Star Citizen. We know Cloud Imperium have been working on loads of bespoke and unique ones that are going to be dotted all around the Stanton system. Seen some awesome looking ones in the forests and on top of like plateaus and stuff at Microtech, but they're also working on loads of new ones for Pyro as well. Saturday just gone, we saw this year's online 2v2 Fight or Flight tournament finals. So the final 8 teams duked it out in the largest 2v2 dogfighting tournament in the verse to secure a chance to compete at CitizenCon Fight or Flight Invitational. You can watch that stream, video on demand, on the Atmo Esports Twitch channel. It's interesting to see how sort of pros and really good PvPers fly their ships, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how that changes with master modes in the future. This week in Star Citizen, so later Tuesday, a new subscriber monthly newsletter will be going out, so we'll see all of the sort of new flair and stuff they've got planned for this month and the ship of the month, all that sort of jazz. Wednesday, we will see a roadmap update. Not expecting too much here from a roadmap update, to be honest, because I do think that maybe we'll see feature plans for 3.20 and 3.20.x, but beyond that, it looks like Cloud Imperium are keeping a lot close to their chest because of CitizenCon. They're sort of obscuring that because of the road to CitizenCon. They're saving lots of information for that. Thursday, Inside Star Citizen's going to be looking at racing in Star Citizen, and will introduce the latest addition to the Mirai lineup, the Fury LX. We know this is going to be straight to flyable. Looks like it's going to be straight to flyable in Alpha 3.20. This Friday, Star Citizen Live returns with the previously scheduled episode with Duncan and Sam from the Arena Commander feature team at 3 PM UTC on the Star Citizen Twitch channel. So they're going to be jumping into Arena Commander to showcase much of what's upcoming in Alpha 3.20. Hopefully they'll give us more ideas and plans for what's coming after 3.20 for Arena Commander, because we do know there's a lot more to come. Chris Roberts has said as much. They're going to be getting Arena Commander into a great state and then maintaining it. It looks like we'll be getting the monthly reports for Squadron 42 and Star Citizen's Persistent Universe next week. Even during the road to CitizenCon, this is one of the best sources of development information that Cloud Imperium put out, potentially the best source during this period. The ship showdown is down to its final 4 ships, so it's time for your favourite 4 to face off in an epic clash of the Titans. Only 4 ships remain from the KO rounds, and they will each receive brand new Best in Show paints plus manufacturer-themed posters made for them. At the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo later this year, they will feature as the Best in Show, and during those Best in Show days. There's still a lot to play for, though, because the Ultimate Ship Showdown champion will sort of, get bragging rights, but also be available for a month for everyone to fly. To allow everyone to make an informed choice, Cloud Imperium would like to remind you that the top 8 ships, so including these final 4, are still available to free fly in-game entirely for free through September 7th. So yes, the final 4. Aegis Redeemer. Sporting a plethora of weapon systems, including remote and manned turrets, the Redeemer can engage with a wide range of enemies, no matter what the angle of attack may be. The Drake Vulture. Be a one-pilot salvage operation with the Vulture. With ample storage and surprising agility, this entry-level salvage vessel has the tools to get in, get the job done, and get home safely. The Drake Corsair, trade defences for firepower and range with a Drake exploration vessel, with room for 4 crew, dual quantum fuel tanks, and a complement of 6 weapons. The ship is ready for any challenge it may face in deep space. The Origins 600i Explorer, serious exploration, doesn't require giving up comforts with the 600i. The ship's wraparound canopy affords pilot and crew clear unobstructed views for stunning vistas, and an expanded exploration module for long-haul missions. So, out of those 4 ships, I'm really favouring the Corsair and Vulture myself. I own those, and I really enjoy them. I do think the Corsair will probably win this year, but we'll have to wait and see. I do think a lot of people are going to be favouring the Vulture as well, just because at the moment, you can't get the Vulture in-game beyond buying one with real money. In 3.20, you'll be able to buy a Vulture in-game, yes. However, people want to try those salvage mechanics more. We will know the ultimate winner on the 7th of September. I just want to share a message I received as well. So, we've talked about this layoff drama a few times. It is the most debunked drama from CIG ever. Developer posted on LinkedIn that he had been affected by a wave of layoffs from Cloud Imperium, and he was looking for a new job. Someone responded, "You too," in the comments. That post was used by various sort of outlets and videos as a sort of platform to say, Cloud Imperium are having these big layoffs, but it was all bullcrap. It wasn't the people that had posted on LinkedIn's fault. Their posts were just taken and exaggerated and then used to fit someone else's narrative. I got a message on my Discord though. So, I'm the girl that said "you too" in the debacle with the CIG dev getting laid off. To be clear, I said that because a lot of gaming companies right now are laying people off, and I just happened to be one of the previous to his layoff. However, at another company based in Colorado, I was surprised because this is very strange for CIG to do. What the rest of the world doesn't know is my spouse works there, and even he was like, "What?" I can see where the confusion came from, and apologies for that. Previous to that conversation, I was talking to him about other companies laying people off that we both worked with prior, so that was a continuation of that conversation others saw. I actually had a wonderful time working with CIG and wished I could go back after a large layoff with the company I left CIG for, working on a passion project. But my old position, presumably with CIG, was relocated to the UK. I just want BoredGamer and others to know the truth. Okay, cool. They went on to say, other big companies like the one I worked at have recently had layoffs, but none of that is happening at CIG, and they are actively hiring from the horse's mouth. I thought that was absolutely awesome for them to message me. They really didn't need to, but they went out of their way to find me. Also, they apologized in their message, which they really didn't need to. It was not the dev in question. It was not their fault for any confusion caused. It was people actively and willfully misconstruing those comments and that post to fit a narrative. Also, you may be aware that the dev in the original post that posted that he was looking for a job after getting laid off from CIG has a new job at CIG as a senior QA. As I said, the most debunked drama ever. Boom, that's it for your What's Going On with Star Citizen this week. I am really interested to know, have you been playing Alpha 3.20 in the PTU? What do you think of master modes and that sort of stuff if you've been trying them out? I'm really looking forward to a bit more refinement to that. With that live 3.20 build, I'm going to be testing those master modes a load because I do think that's obviously the future of the combat model and the flight mechanics of the game. I think it's incredibly important for backers and CIG to get those mechanics into a great state ASAP. Like, it's been far too long with us bouncing around flight models for a game that should be a bit further along with those mechanics, in my opinion. So hopefully they can get into a fantastic state in a not too long period of time. What are you thinking of the Inside Star Citizen and Star Citizen Live episodes that Cloud Imperium are showing as part of the Road to CitizenCon? So it is a reduced amount of development coverage, in my opinion, or looking at more minor features. But some of those episodes, they could be quite good, or there's some reasonable information there. Are you looking forward to more racing updates and that Fury LX? Who's your favourite to win the ship showdown? Whatever your thoughts, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. For those of you that are keeping your eyes peeled, you will have noticed that the Tobii Eye Tracker 5 is on sale again until the 8th of September. They are natively supported in Star Citizen, giving you precision, head and eye tracking that can help with immersion, as well as adding another level of control to your toolset. It's a cool piece of tech that you can use for streaming and seeing where your eyes are going, and loads of other games are supported too. Check out my links below to get one of those at discount. NordVPN is amazing and you should buy it. It's so useful, it's easier to tell you what it can't do. NordVPN can't do your taxes. Nord, how much do I owe for VAT? NordVPN can't help you buy more spaceships. Nord, add a terrapin to my shopping cart. NordVPN can't cook for you. No, my cabbages! And NordVPN can't be your girlfriend. Can't or won't NordVPN, if that is your real name. NordVPN.com/BoredGamer will help you connect to the internet more safely, securely, and anonymously, with greater access to the content you want. But can I teach it to love? Links below for the best NordVPN deals around. Every month we have a ship giveaway, and for September, that's for the Drake Corsair, that fantastic exploration ship. Not only will you be able to explore the verse with it, but the ship is perfectly competent at a huge range of gameplay, and is a fantastic mission-running ship. You can use it for cargo, you can put some vehicles in there. It's reasonably good in a fight, one of the true multi-role, multi-crew ships. To be in for a chance of winning one of those, just comment on any of my videos made during the month. More details down below. Also down below are links to be able to support the channel more. There's the join button, making you one of my elite channel members. You'll get occasional exclusive content. There's also YouTube badges and emotes to show your support. There's also Patreon for those of you that prefer that. We try to mirror the rewards on there as well. But just people liking, subscribing, and sharing these videos goes a long way. A heartfelt thank you to everyone that watched the video. I hope you have a great September, and I'll see you in the verse.